For part A, what we were doing in exercise 2 is that they gave us the year amount. You needed to find the month amount. There's 12 months in a year, so that means I need to divide by 12. If you divided by 12, you should have gotten 220.075, but when we're talking about money, you need to have two decimals. So I just rounded up, should be about negative 220.08. Notice it's negative because it's money that they're spending or that they're losing every month. And I wrote a sentence that says the average monthly change to their income is about negative 220.08. We can also remember it's going to be negative because we were doing a negative divided by a positive. Since the signs are different, it should be negative. Speaking of which, let's go over our rules for dividing rational numbers. Just like multiplying, we should divide the absolute values. Just like multiplying, same signs positive, different signs negative. Now let's move on to exercise 3. For exercise 3, we're going to use this chart to help answer the questions that follow. Jeremy is selling plants for the school's fundraiser, and listed above is a chart from his fundraiser order form. Use the information in the chart to answer the following questions. Show your work and represent the answer as a rational number, then explain your answer in the context of the situation. So that means you need to not only show your work on how you got a number and what that number is, but also what that number means. So let's take a look at part A. If Tamara Jones writes a check to pay for the plants, what is the resulting change in her checking account balance? Well, if you look back at the chart, Ms. Tamara Jones, right here, bought 2 tulips at $4.25 each. So, 2 tulips, which are $4.25 each. Notice I'm just rewriting the problem. Means that it needs to be 2 times her bank account will be changed by $4.25 for each one. 2 times negative 425, a positive times a negative equals a negative. So that should be negative 850. Because 2 times 425 is 850, and we throw that negative on there because the signs are different. So my numerical answer is negative 850. And the explanation, otherwise known as what does that number mean, is that that's going to be the change to her checking account balance. So I'm going to write down, use the same wording as the problem. It says, what is the resulting change in her checking account balance? Well, the resulting change in her checking account balance is a decrease, because it's negative, of $8.50.